back to the official YouTube channel of Taxaj. Here we provide regular updates on taxation, secretarial, and accounting compliances. My name is Gagan Kalra, and today we'll discuss about the difference between private limited company and a limited company. So both the companies have various similarities and various differences. The main difference between the two are: number first, in a private limited company, there are a minimum of two members which can extend up to 200. But in a limited company, that is a public limited company, there is no such restriction to a maximum number of members, while the minimum members need to be 7. The second big difference is the number of directors. In a private limited company, there are a minimum of 2 directors. But in a public limited company or in a limited company, there are a minimum of 3 directors. The second key difference is the number of directors. In a private limited company, there are a minimum of 2 directors, while in a public limited company, there are a minimum of 3 directors. In both the companies, the number of directors can be extended to 15. But is the limit of 15 actually absolute? No, it can be extended by passing a simple special resolution from the members of the company. The third key difference is the forms that are mandatorily need to be filed to the registrar. So what are the forms that a private limited company needs to file mandatorily in an annual year to the registrar of companies? The first one being the AOC4, which is filed for the accounts of the company, and the second one being the MGT7, that is the annual report. But for a private limited company, if it's a small company, then the form MGT7A is filed, or if it's an OPC company, then the form MGT7A is filed instead of MGT7. But for a public limited company, there is no such restriction as to file of the form 7A. It has to mandatorily file the form AOC4 and MGT7. But at the same time, it also has to file a form PAS 6, which is for the reconciliation of its share capital. And this form has to be filed half yearly. The next key difference between the two is that you can identify a company just by its name. If it's a company and it ends with the suffix private limited, then it's a private limited company. But if it's end with the suffix limited only and it does not have any other suffix, then it's a public limited company. Because public limited company does not end with a public limited but rather limited word. The last key difference between the two is how frequently or how easily can the shares of the company be transferred and can the company go for a public issue. In a private limited company, the shares are not freely transferable. That means that you have to take the permission of the board in order to transfer your share. While at the same time, the company cannot go public. That means the company cannot issue its share to public. But a public limited company can easily issue its shares to the public without any restriction, and there are easily flexibilities regarding selling of its shares to another person without taking the permission of the board. That means their shares are freely transferable. The another difference between the two, and many people have misconception regarding this, is can a private company be listed? Yes, it can. A private company can be listed as well, but not through its equity share, but rather through its debt securities or debentures. I thank you all for joining me. If you want to learn more about these interesting topics regarding accounting, legal, and secretarial aspects, stay tuned on this channel, subscribe to our channel, and like the video. Thank you.